Yes, sorry for the inconvenience that has been caused. चलिए शुरू करते हैं दोबारा जहां पे हमने लास्ट क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया था. देखिए द क्वेश्चन नंबर that we are discussing on question number 33. The question number 33, given below are two statements. Statement 1, in spite of opposition from Jinnah in 1937-39, the Congress did not stop singing Vande Mataram in the legislative councils. Yes, this statement is, if you look into, ये statement सही है. Or statement 2, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan said, first he fought for Congress, now he will fight against the unity of India. देखिए ये statement absolutely wrong है, ये काफी famous question है. The answer here is C. It is statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. Question number 34. It is articles with respect to and the articles and its provisions. So look into the article. It is quite clear that you will understand that article 243, ये जो 243 है, deals with state election commission. Now A is 2. Let's look out for A2. देखिए, it is outrightly you will get it as D. Now B1, it is State Finance Commission 243(1) and 243(ZD). It is Committee for District Planning, and 243(Z), it is E, Committee for Metropolitan Planning. So answer here is D. Next question. Match the list 1 with list 2. Sanskritization, it was a word which was given by M.N. Srinivas. ठीक है? Right? And secularization of caste, it was given by D.L. Sethi. Social revolution, it was given by Granville Austin. And lastly, politicization of caste, it was given by Rajni Kotari. So these are the answer. The answer here is B. Question number 36. Arrange the following elements in the decreasing order of their availability in terms of percentage by weight in the Earth's crust. See, if you look into the percentage by Earth crust, it is oxygen has 46%, silicon has near about 27%, and iron has around 5%, and lastly, if you look into the sodium, it is hardly 2.8% पे है. So now it's asked about availability of percentage in the Earth crust in the decreasing order. So oxygen, then you have silicon, then you have iron and sodium, right? So let's look out for the answer. The answer in the correct given order is 3, 1, 2, 4. It is your B. The answer here is B. Right? Next. Question number 37. Match the list 1 with list 2. Cirque. Cirque एक glacial lake होता है. Imagine this is your mountain, and in this mountain, imagine you might get to see some lakes which are formed at the bottom of this valley, and these lakes are called as cirque lakes. So एक glacial lake होता है. So where do you find? Let's look for this statement. The most common landform of glaciated mountains. So C2. Let's look for C2. Here C1, C2. So you will eliminate A and you will eliminate B. Then you will come to C2. Either it is C or it is D. Now let's look for other terms. Lapis. Lapis क्या होता है? Lapis, it is nothing but the landform formed when most of the limestone, ये जो limestone landform होता है ना, it's a limestone, that is karst topography की part है. तो it is B4. So where do you find B4? Again, so quite a good question. It is B4. Let's look out for natural levees. ये natural levees क्या है? Natural levees you will find when there are flood plains. तो flood plains यहाँ पर है. तो natural levees are whenever there is excess of flooding, you will get to see certain boundaries that are naturally formed by the sand material. That sand material boundaries on the next to the river channel, it is called as the natural levees. So C is 1. So let's look out for C1. So natural levees. So it is quite a confusing question here. Let's next, lastly, it is your pediplain. A2, B4. Okay, so here the answer would be A2, yes. B lapis would be your 4, B4, A2, and natural levis C1, and D peneplain is this. So it is your A. ठीक है. So I misread it. Don't worry. The right answer is A. ठीक है. A is your answer, right? Yes. No doubt, 100% answer A है. Next question. Question number 38. Sorry, 38. Now, given below are two statements. Statement 1, in 1960, the government of India, under the Food and Agriculture Minister, that is Chidambaram Subramaniam, launched the Green Revolution with the help of the gene scientist, that is M.S. Swaminathan. Yes, the statement is right. The then Food and Agriculture Minister is Chidambaram Subramaniam. Statement 1 is right. During statement 2, let's look into the statement 2. During Green Revolution, high-yielding varieties of dwarf rice seeds, namely Limora Roja 78. No, it is IR8. The rice varieties are IR8. So Sonara 64 was introduced in India, which were imported from Japan. No, this statement is wrong. The statement 1 is right. Statement 2 is galat. So both the statement 1 and 2 are correct. No, both the answer would be statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is wrong. Answer होता है C. ठीक है. Question number 39. Let's look into the statements. Statement 1, the National Food Security Mission of India was launched in October 2009. Yes, the statement is right. The mission was launched with an objective to increase the annual production of rice. Yes, 10 million production increase करने के लिए बात हुआ था, 10 million tons, and wheat को 8 million tons की increase करने के लिए, और pulses को 4 million tons. Yes. So this statement is also right. So answer है A. दोनों statements सही है. Both the statement, it is both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Next, question number 40. Let's look into this question. Given below are some of the definitions of human geography as defined by famous geographers. Identify the pair which are rightly matched. Let's look into the statements. The human geography is systemic study of the relationship between human societies and Earth's surface. Yes, it is said by Frederick Ratzel. Yes, this statement is right. Now, human geography is the study of changing relationships between unresting man and unstable earth. This statement is also right. It is given by Ellen Semple. Statement 3, human geography offers a new conception of interrelationship between earth and human beings. Now, this statement, it was given by Vidal de Lauve. ये French है, Vidal de Lauve Blanche. So, he's a French geographer who talks about possibilism. Ye possibilism is nothing but they always look out for something can be achieved, something can be framed, something can be formed in geography. That is, it is given by Vidal, so this statement is wrong. And lastly, human geography may be defined as the study of nature and distribution of relationships between geographical environment and human activities and qualities. So this statement is given by, it is Ellsworth Huntington. So ये दोनों statements को interchange किया गया था. So answer would be 1 and 2 only. So where is the statement of 1 and 2? यहाँ C, option C is the right answer. ठीक है? Option C is the right answer. Let's look into question number 41. Now arrange the following 5 zones of pelagic region of an ocean in the increasing order of its depth from the surface. So in the order of increasing, it is asking about increasing order of its depth. See, in the increasing order of its depth, it is always the epipelagic and the mesopelagic. It starts like this, epi and meso. So let's look out for 2, right? And next you will get as 1. epimesobathy, epimesobathy. So it is already you got, and it is abyss, and lastly fifth one is hado. So the answer here is 435, 21435, 21. Yes, here you have 21435. Answer is B. Right? Let's go to question number 42. Let's see. Question number 42. It is a question from geography which talks about soils. Is soils ki question mein what's one is podzolization. What do you mean by podzolization? Podzolization, it is associated with humid, cold, mild climate, mid-latitude climates and coniferous vegetation. देखिए, podzolization is a mechanism which happens usually in the mid-latitudes. Mid-latitudes में क्या होता है? एक ऐसी process होता है chelation करके. Chelation means it is exactly the opposite of laterization. In simple terms, podzolization में there are certain elements which come up, and in the laterization there are certain elements of soil that will be going down and the heavy materials will be left behind. That is iron will be left on the top and all the materials will be moving down. But in the podzolization, the materials come up. It is exactly the opposite of laterization. Laterization generally happens in tropical regions. Laterite brick, that is soils in the Western Ghats, soils in the hilly regions of the southern hill complex. And podzolization, it is in temperate regions. Now let's see, podzolization exactly match with 1 and laterization exactly match with 2, calcification matches with 3 and glacification it is with 4. So answer here is A1, B2, C3 and D4. The answer here is C. C is the right answer for this statement, that is option C is the correct answer. A1, B2, C3, D4. Next, which of the following statements with reference to the natural resources is or false? So here, let's look into. Biotic resources are the resources obtained from biosphere and have lives such as human beings, flora, fauna, fisheries, livestock. Yes, this statement is right. Now, the resources which can be reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are known as renewable or non-renewable resources. The answer here is not non-renewable, इसे कहते हैं renewable resources. So this statement is wrong. It is renewable resources statement. Now look into the next statement. They have interchanged renewable with non-renewable, non-renewable renewable. So statement 2, statement 3 दोनों गलत है. इसमें the right answer would be 1, that is A. A is the right answer. Let's go to our next question, that is question number 44. So look at the question here. A bill pending in the legislature of a state shall lapse by reason of propagation of the house or houses thereof. Next, statement 1. Statement 1, it clearly says that yes, the statement is absolutely right. Statement 2, a bill pending in the legislative council of a state which has been passed by the legislative assembly shall lapse on dissolution of the assembly. Yes, this statement is also correct. Now third statement, it is a dicey statement. It can be easily understood. Now see that a bill which is pending in the legislative assembly of a state or which have been passed by the legislative assembly is pending in the legislative council shall not lapse on the dissolution of the assembly. No. See, it shall also, it is not shall, not nice, shall also lapse. So answer here is the statement 3 is wrong, 1 and 2 are right. So answer is A. ठीक है? Question number 45. So 45th question. Consider the following statements. A parents or guardians to provide opportunities for education to his child or as the caste may be ward between the age of 6 to 14 years. So यहाँ पे statement का question ये है, it says that which of the following are related to the fundamental duties. Fundamental duties में कौन सा ऐसा part है? Now, is this part of a fundamental duty? Yes, the statement 1 is part of the fundamental duty. Next, to provide early childhood care and education for all children until they complete the age of 6 years. 1 to 6 years, it is a fundamental duty. 6 to 14 years, it is a fundamental right. right? Now to protect and improve the natural environment, including, just a minute, here it is asking about 1 to 6 early child care. It is part of DPSP also. Now let me relook into this question. In this question you will get to see that ये जो question B है, statement 1 is right and statement 2 is wrong. It is not a fundamental duty. ठीक है? Sorry for the mispronunciation. ठीक है? Statement 2 गलत है. So to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, yes, this statement is right. It is part of the fundamental duties. Now to safeguard public property and to abjure violence, yes, it is also fundamental duty. And lastly, to provide primary health to the persons below the poverty line, no, it is not part of fundamental duty. It can be a subject which has its potential in the fundamental. It is DPSPs. So answer here is 1, 3 and 4. ठीक है? 1, 3, 4, it is B. B is the correct answer. Question number 46. Which of the following statements regarding the soil are false? So fertile soil support plant growth by providing plants with nutrients, acting as water holding body and serving as the substrate to which plants anchor their roots. So look here, this statement, this question number 46, if you look into, ये statement गलत है. Vegetation, tree cover and forest prevent soil degradation and desertification by stabilizing soil mantle, soil maintaining water nutrient cycle. Statement 3, grass found on pasture lands cannot protect soil against soil erosion and also inhibits the soil. Yes, statement 3 is right, statement 2 is wrong. The answer, choose the correct answer from the options. It is, answer is D. ठीक है? Only 3 is the right statement. दोनों statements गलत है. So, and everyone thinks that fertile soil जो होगा, it gives good roots. No, fertile soil only gives good nutrients. ठीक है? You have to be good with that logic, right? So, and here, look here, this question asks about false. False कौन सा है? Right? So, if I am crossing it, it doesn't mean that the statement is wrong. If this statement is wrong in the context, this is false, because naturally if you look into, ये जो statement सही है, this statement is also right and this statement is also right, but the question here is asking about false. कौन सा ऐसा false है? False statement, if you look into, only 3 is the false. ठीक है? That means this is false. The right answer would be, the answer here is 3. ठीक है? Clear? I hope you are now little clear. You have to always identify in the statement itself, right? Next answer है D, that is 3 only. Question number 47. Consider the following statements under Article 18 of the Indian Constitution. See, any citizen of India can take any title. Any citizen of India can take any title from any foreign state. So look here, any citizen of India can take any title from foreign state. No, the answer is galat. Now in Balaji Raghavan versus Indian Federation 1966, the Supreme Court has announced that Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri is a title, but these awards violate right to equality. देखिए, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, these are not titles. ठीक है? They are not considered to be titles. It is, answer here is D. That is, both the statements are wrong. Right? This is, both the statements galat hai. Coming to the question number 48. 48 question. The question number 48, it says that with reference to directive principles of state policy, consider the following statements. The directive principles of the state policy of Indian Constitution have been clearly divided into 3 parts: socialist, one is socialist, Gandhian, and liberal. See, the directive principles of state policy of the Indian Constitution has been clearly divided into three parts. With reference to the DPSP, they have never been divided into the Constitution. किसी ने, the outsiders have come and told that ये ऐसे divide किया जा सकता है. In the Constitution, they are never divided. ठीक है? Next, the directive principles of state policy related to cooperative societies under Article 43 of the Indian Constitution is taken from Nehru's objectives of objective resolution. Now, this particular statement, if you look into, it is, now most of the students, they either confuse that is both B1 and 2 and A only. देखिए, firstly, this is an interpretative question जहाँ पे with reference to the DPSP पूछा. Now with reference to the DPSP in the constitutional terms or not, that we have to question. So, and directive principles of state policy related to cooperative societies under Article 43. Now, is it from the Nehru's resolution? Now, if you look into here, the confusion should be either it should be only one or both 1 and 2, right? So, the answer would be now discussed by our polity faculty, that is Varun sir. Please be patient. Our Varun sir, who is a polity faculty, would be also discussing the further questions, right? Okay. I'll now be calling Varun sir for the further questions. Yes. So these questions will now be taken by Varun sir. There's also another live session that is going on. You can directly jump to that session. I'll be ending this session here. आपको कोई भी doubts regarding the discussions which we had or any doubts, you can directly message us to the IAShub, and we will. There's a Telegram channel. The Telegram channel context. In the Telegram channel, you will be given with the detailed key with respect to set wise. So आप Telegram channel में जाके download कर सकते हो. The name of the Telegram channel, I would be sharing it and I would be writing it on the board. The name of the Telegram channel is theIAShub. Is theIAShub channel में you'll get the links. The name of the channel, it is theIAShub, or you can also go to the IAShub Chandigarh channel, that is the IAShub Chandigarh. In this channel, you can go and get the key, or else you can also drop us a message here. You can get the detailed key here. So all the best, guys. And the level of the question paper, if you look into, I would be categorizing it as compared to the last year's paper. This year paper has little more complications and little more toughness. So overall, अगर देखा गया cutoff लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर करो, इस ईयर का कट ऑफ थोड़ा बहुत कम जा सकता है. एंड इफ यू आर होपफुल and if you fall into any category of near about 50 or so, 50, 55, you are good to go for the mains preparation. And we at the IAShub are going to come up with a test series for mains where you can take the help of answer writing and then start taking up your mains preparation. Thank you guys, see you. And there's a live session that is also going on. You can also join for the further questions. That is Varun sir shall be taking up the live session and the rest of the questions, that is from 50 से लेकर 100 तक. Thank you and see you.